This lesson is called Review Time. It's on Wednesday in red. There are two lessons in this spot, Review Time and Expanded Notation. The same as on Monday, there are two lessons in one spot. So please make sure you do both assignments in both spots. Okay, so this is review clock. So what you're gonna do is I've already kind of got prepared here for you, and I've drawn out two clocks, and then I drew an empty clock so that way I can show you an easy way to draw in the numbers. It says, write the time, draw the clock. So on the front, it has some examples of 3 o'clock is 3 o'clock, which they put right here for you. And then 3:30 or 3:30 or 3:30 in numbers, they gave you that example right here. Since you don't have stamps, we're going to have to draw out our own clocks. On the back side is the questions that I want you to do. Okay, so the first one is 3 o'clock. On a clock, when you have the shorthand, which I have here, and I have it pointed to the 3, you count out the hour by discounting the numbers. This is 1, this is 2, this is 3. That's 3 o'clock. When the long hand is pointing to the 12, that is 00 on a digital clock, or that's called o'clock. I've already drawn this one out onto this clock. The shorthand is in orange and it's pointing to the 3, and the long hand is in blue and it's pointing to the 12, and I wrote 3 o'clock in numbers just like they have here. Then I started by writing 9:30, which is the next time that we need to represent on a clock, right here. If on a clock, it's the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, just like it is here, 9. So that's my shorthand, and I'm going to draw a shorthand orange to the 9 o'clock. Okay, it's not perfect, but it's there. 9:30. 9:30 that is always at the 6, but I just want to show you how we come up with that. And this is review. You're starting at the 1, you're going to count by 5s. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. I'm counting the minutes. And I'm going to represent 9:30 by, I've already done my hour hand, but now I'm going to do my minute hand, which is a longer arm, and it's pointing to the 6 for 9:30. So for this clock, I want to get it ready together. The first thing I did is I drew a circle like right in the middle, and that represents where my hands are going to start, right in the middle, and it's right in the center of my clock, or my circle. Then I drew a line at the very top, and a line directly underneath at the very bottom, and then right halfway through the clock, which I'm using this dot to guide me, and then on the opposite side, exactly the opposite. So you see that I used the dot in the center that I drew to guide me to draw all 4 lines. And then in between each line, you need 2 more lines. You need to make sure, this is like our fractions, they need to be equally apart. You're estimating. It's not perfect, but you have to know in your mind that they are equal spaces. It's just like fractions. They have to be equal, divided to equal fractions. Clock is very similar to our fraction pieces. It's actually 12ths. Okay, so this next one asks me, let's do this one that says 12 o'clock. I'm going to write 12 o'clock on my right here. 12 o'clock in words instead of in numbers. So the shorthand has to point at the 12. Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't number these. Let me do it where you can see. Hopefully my upside down will be okay today. 12, 1, 2, 3, 4 o'clock. Oops. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Okay. So now my shorthand needs to point to the 12 for 12 o'clock. Also, my longhand needs to point to the 12 because remember, whenever we're at o'clock, your long hand is also going to point at the 12. So it's longer. So let's represent that on our actual clock here. So when both of my hands are pointing to the 12, it's 12 o'clock. You are expected to draw clocks and represent them with these times for this work. So that means you'll be drawing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 clocks and labeling them and drawing the hour and minute hands. That's the end of this lesson.